This is Mike Huntington on October 27th, 2020, with a little video on how to use Constant Contact for Mid-Valley Healthcare. So this is a system that allows us to do mailings to our large listserv, which now has over 1,400 people in it, and we can create interesting posters and so forth, announcements on their system, and that's why we do it instead of just email out of our computer. So this is owned by Healthcare for All Oregon, and Linda Alband at the Healthcare for All Oregon office can help if you're having any trouble. But you go to Google or your search engine and find or type in Constant Contact. You'll probably get a login like this, and click on that. And mine already has the website in. It's we have the name of South Willamette here, and so here's the username, South Willamette, password capital H and lowercase HCAO 2017. So copy that down, and then once you click into it, and this is where the password is, you log in. And let's say you want to make an announcement about a Mid-Valley meeting, the advocates meeting. So you let it come up, and then you say create, and it'll be an email format. So you click on email, and it will allow you to select a template. So they have some standard ones down here, but we can usually borrow from one we've recently done. And for example, this is one we sent out for the meeting October 26th. So it's loading up. And if you want to do a similar format, you simply give it a little different name down here, 2020. Well, you would have, if it's, say, a meeting in November, you would type that in. So let's do that. November, I forget when it would be, November 23rd. (2020). So now you've given this announcement a new name, and that will allow you to edit the old announcement to your new words. So you would just go in here and edit, let's say Monday, November 23rd. At 7 to 8:30 p.m. And then you would put in the Zoom invitation, which I will show you on a separate video on how to get that information. And usually there's a passcode, so you want people to know what that is, and you just type that in also. Then you create your comment and who's on the program, some interesting pictures, maybe a video that's been recently done, like for Doug and Rachel, maybe some other useful information about basic information on universal health care. And then this is another expert testimony from a doctor about our healthcare system, particularly the insurance industry, and how it sort of diverts money away from us. So you can put all these things in here and click done, And so if you like what you see there, you can preview it. Go up here, check and preview. And preview. And there it is with the new information. So then you get out of preview. And if you want to add pictures, you, for example, we want to replace this. You say replace, and then you look for pictures in this library of photographs. So let's just pick one at random of Dr. Fauci. So now he's there, and we'll insert that. So instead of that lawn sign, we now have Dr. Fauci. So in order to get images available here, you first have to download them. So let's see, upload images here. So let's say we want to go into your own computer and pick out a picture. So it says browse your computer. And I have a lot of photographs stationed in downloads. So let's pick one. That's David Bell, or he already is on there. How about this one? That's a movie. Let's see. Okay, a picture of our house. So let's choose that. And let's see. It doesn't recognize this. Oh, because it's a movie. Okay, so it won't like that. Let's go back and choose another one. Upload images. And we'll browse our computer again for a photograph. Let's see if I can find one, an image. Okay, let's see. And this is a JPEG. It can't be a PDF. It has to be a photo image like a JPEG. So let's choose that one. And it looks like it likes that one. So we say upload files down here. I don't know if you can see where I did that. Oh, yeah. I'll move this back a little bit. So where I did that was I chose this down here. I don't know if you could see where I was doing that before. So let's browse for more files. Let's see. There's an image, and these are JPEGs, so they're okay. Let's see what this one is. There's a picture of Karen, so let's choose that one. And it likes it, it shows it. And then we go down here, can you see where my arrow is? And upload it. So you see it uploading. And so it says success, we've uploaded it, and we're done. So now we have this picture of Karen. And let's replace this photo with that. Replace. Where is Karen? There she is. So we'll insert it there. There it is. And so now she's there. Now, to put a new picture in, where you don't have a space already for it, you go to over here to build, and you drag a image down here and let your mouse find a place where it will let you in with that magenta line. Let's see, let's go below David Belk. So you see it has an image for a photograph. So let's go back to images and drag a photograph in there. Let's take one of the Oregon State Capitol. So that's how you add an image where there wasn't one. If you want to add text, you go back to Build and you drag text over here, wherever there's a space, like right in there. And this is just a boilerplate. And if you want to add your text, you just highlight all that and you say, come to our meeting. And if it's too small a font, you go in and highlight that and make it as big as you want. So we've added text. If you want to just add a spacer to give a little distance between one thing and the other, you can drag it over and that magenta line will show you where the spacer will go. If you wanted to create two images on this level, the spacer would go over here, and you see the magenta line there. So it would give you space to either put text or a photograph here. So it's a kind of like building blocks that you work with. So once you have what you like, you go back, check preview. And so this is what your announcement will look like when it goes out. You'll have something else probably in here if you leave that open, or if you don't want it there, you delete it. So let's see how, so let's say we don't want that extra space there. And so we're just previewing it. We'll get out of preview and go back to that space and click on it. And let's see if it'll let me get rid of it. Okay, delete. Oh, got rid of the wrong one. So I want to undo that and get over here. As I mentioned, it's building blocks. Oh, here's okay. I found this little spacer up here, and here's the trash can. So you get rid of that, and then it opens it up again. And then if you want to make that bigger, you drag this corner spot here. So let's say you're satisfied with what you've ended up with, but you want to check it with somebody else. So you go to send test, and it'll give you this view, and you can send up to 5 emails. So I usually send to Karen and to Sandy and maybe Jen and others. Add their names here and send it off down here. So I'm going to send it just to me, and then look for the case success, email was sent, and I'll look for it in my inbox. And usually I find a surprise that I need to go back and correct before I even send it to Karen or Sandy or Jen. So here's how it came in on my email. Well, it may turn out that I really didn't want Dr. Fauci there, or that this heading up here isn't accurate anymore. This was for the October meeting. So then I need to go back into my constant contact window, get out of preview, and then look for this right here. That's what's wrong now. So I click on that, and then I say Zoom next Monday night advocates meeting here. Kevin Key I think I don't have his spelling right. Well, certainly it's Eban. So you do all those corrections. on, what's he going to talk on? He's going to talk on equity, healthcare equity. Okay, so you correct that. That's slipped by me several times that I didn't correct that. So these are just little pre-headers that say you don't want to miss this. There's ways to choose subject headings that are more likely to get people to click. Then you go down here again and save it. And you can see that we've corrected this subject line now. So then you go back and check and preview. See if you still like what you have. If you like it, and you want to then test it on somebody to critique what you have, then you go back here and enter the email addresses for whomever you wish to have it take a look at it, and give them a deadline. If you want to send this out tomorrow, that's kind of a short deadline, but tell them, please look this over and report to me, report back this afternoon if you can. So then you send it off, wait for your feedback, and then correct what you have to, and then you go to continue up here. And then it will have a mailing list for you right here. And these are all the ones that Healthcare for Oregon has for around the state. And you have to get down here, scroll down until you get to Mid-Valley. And it says list Mid-Valley only. And it's clean because it's been filtered for any bad email addresses. And there's 1,400 of them. And we often will send it to Lynn County as well. So you look for Lynn County right here, click that, and then either schedule it ahead of time or click send now, and then send. You go up here and click send. So you hold your breath that you didn't miss anything major, and wait for the people to respond. So I'm going to back out of here. So I hope I didn't press the wrong thing and send out this model announcement. Then once you've sent this, you can get an idea of responses. And let's see. The other thing you can do is make sure the contact list is up to date. Over time, you can see what our open rate is. You tried it for 20%. We've averaged 12%, but I think you'll get that stat for each time you send something out. And then the click rate is probably pretty standard. So of those 1,400, about 160 people opened the email, and about a third of that actually clicked on something to investigate further. So there's some stats. You look for reporting there. For contacts up here, if you want to make sure that your contact list is up to date, you would check there. And look down here for MVHCA. You click on that and open it, create list, and this will be MVHCA 10, 26, 20. and it should give us a list. So contacts, 25 lists, Mid-Valley. Okay, so I need to figure out why we're not showing our contacts. Last night it did show me anyway, the list. In fact, I added one name to the list that wasn't on the list of 1,400. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward, but it does take a little practice, which you can do freely. You can practice and send announcements to yourself and see that you're doing it right. So any questions, call me. I'm Mike Huntington, 541-829-1182. Thanks. Bye.